Hello everybody, we are back once again to talk about the side quest, and this one is all about how to choose the objectives or how to get them done the most efficient way possible. And we'll quickly go over that, how to do that in this video. First of all, claim champions, get your 2-star version and your 3-star version, 2 champion versions. First of all, level her up to level 10, of course, it's part of the process. Then in the glory store, you might have yourself a tier 1 science catalyst. You may even have some crystals as well, which could not give us what we need. So if you go into your catalyst vault, you can go and kind of do the quest, or you can auto complete, which, you know, for time factors, we need to get this done as soon as possible. So we've gone and collected our little selector, which then should trigger a nice little kind of like amount of these tier 1 ones, so we can get the rank up there. For arena purposes, if you don't want to take your champions any further, then just take the 3-star and the 2-star as is into arena just for like a quick grind. And this is one thing you've got to do. You've got to do the arena, sadly, and it's 10 times you've got to do it. Once you've done your 2, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to do this. I kill off my streak, and that's really just down to like starting off from the very beginning again. So I'm like a ×1, and I'm only facing off against more kind of like easier champions as a result in that arena. But it's good to kind of like at least find a process to kind of pick yourself up your next little bit of that particular objective, especially as we are now kind of like we're motoring that way towards that, and that'll be done. What refreshes every 2 hours, then it's another kind of 2, refreshes a further 2 hours, that's another 2 points, and before you know it, you've done it. Now, even though we can't do this objective part now, I don't think it stacks with this particular one. I don't think you can do all 4 at the same time. If you search Kabam, and you'll find a 1-star Wolverine, you can then take your Titania, which will be at that 3-star rarity, or 2-star, depending. I wouldn't say that everybody got the 3-star. You'll be able to kind of take Titania in there, and you'll be able to kind of like just get this fight done really easily against a 1-star. So yeah, just search Kabam, and you will be able to smash out that that dual objective. Now I will check. I want to say it doesn't allow you to go straight on skip things. And do bear in mind, we've got this issue here where it kind of like it just has to a frozen screen. But look, it's a current thing at the moment. The same thing with practice. Duels and practice are the same thing, with it being kind of like bugged. So yes, you will have to kind of go through, and I don't know if it will. As I said, I'm not quite sure if it will kind of like tick in. And the answer is no. But there's no, as I just said, like Kabam, if you search Kabam, it's an option, that 1-star Wolverine, once you've unlocked one to the other. I'm just showcasing it. I'm not going to show you so you can do it now. I need to do the arena one first in order to go further. Also, do bear in mind, in the link in the description, there is a guide, which if you saw the video I just posted about how the side quest works, there is a kind of guide to this that goes in a bit more detail. As I said, practice is broken. Yes, once practice is finished and it's fixed, sorry, fixed is the word, you will be able to go back in and use that as an option to kind of like, you know, test out champions. But in other cases, you will need to kind of find other options. So win fights with size small tag champions. There's those different options. If you want to go to like Road to Labyrinth, I'll just show some of the areas. I personally would recommend, because practice is broken, doing arena. You may not want to do that option, and that's fine. You may want to do questing instead. If you want to do questing, then again, you could do other things. You could do incursions if it's all game modes. And as well, you could do stuff like, well, would training grounds work as a thing? But I don't know if people would want to kind of go through that as an option, because it can be quite laborious. You could do your daily quests. You could indeed do what I would assume to be like Alliance Wars, Alliance quests. So there's loads of areas. But, you know, Road to Labyrinth is normally a thing that I kind of like doing, because what you can do is auto fighting with parking champions up on a grind. So you could do that, Road to Labyrinth, because it's only 1 energy per tile kind of spend. But, and here's the other but, normal difficulty. Look, if you're looking to get in some units for the trouble of spending your energy until practice mode is fixed, then yes, you could just go, right, we'll just go down to, you know, normal mode and auto fight through on what is 1 energy per tile, and go through that, grabbing yourself some kind of like revives, and just kind of getting through that content, just having champions kind of like do it for you. But I would say, if you are going to do that, set up your team like this. Go to filter, go down to add tags, and then put the size for it. You can just swipe down here and it will just like have like small, medium, large, or extra large. Like, you know, click small, and it's a case of just like take these champions out right there, put these champions in, and then set it to kind of auto fight, knowing that all those champions are small champions and will, by the end of it, be able to smash you up all the fights that you need going through to the end. Again, that's down to a personal preference. Now, Thronebreaker objectives, they have changed because it's all about getting the one shot. Now, what Kabam did when they put out the notes, it said that, word for word, that you must finish the fight with no champion knocked out. But instead they changed it to that, because the thing is that would cost a lot of revives. If you had like maybe 3 or 4 mistakes, it would be very costly. So instead it's all about you have to get the one shot with it. And we covered that a little bit in the previous video as to like, okay, well, just don't make mistakes. Plan your team, because that's going to be like, as the weeks go on and the challenges go on, it's not going to be rogues being the final boss as it is right now. You will have to think about good counters for stuff. Yes, it's only 3 fights, but you want to make sure you're getting the one shot. That's kind of the main thing, and especially because you may feel you want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. One of the things I said in the previous video is prep a team. Like if you have to go all one class, you could double up. You could literally combine your quest for the legendary difficulty for kind of Thronebreaker players on these certain weeks, which I did actually show in the video, and you could also do your class specific one, which I did as well, so the class physique and what we did for legendary and legendary difficulty in the earlier content. I've also got to do like the mutant one, but the same thing goes for like players in any case on this particular subject, is plan your team around what you want to do and how you want to execute it and do it. So plenty of options to choose in game for you to have a lot of fun with as to like how you choose to take a lot of this down. It is very straightforward. Look at the rotations for arenas, especially when it comes to the 2 and the 3 star. You can kill off your streak if you want to in order to kind of like get the very kind of lowest difficulty of champions you face off against. And as well, make sure you're careful with the team selection that you have for champions. But do bear in mind, as we said with the show of strength like objective, it's difficult because you would have liked to, and the same thing with a lot of the stuff where it says in any game mode, using practice would have been great, but as I said, at the moment, at the point of recording this video, it is broken, so you're not able to use practice. And as well, duels are broken as well, as we saw a moment ago in the particular interaction for, you know, what would be getting stronger now. That's going to be something that I, you know, test thoroughly, and it will be something that you might have to reboot your game in order to kind of like get done. But that's been it. Make sure to check out in the description the spreadsheet. The same spreadsheet has at the bottom of it some tabs. Those particular tabs are how the side quest works, rewards broken down, which looks like that, and September rewards total. So look out for that. Check out some of the content which you know, we're going to be posting today. I don't think I'm going to get the Cavalier cheat sheet done today. It'll probably be out earlier tomorrow, and as well like a boss interaction type video as well. Check out some other content located on screen right now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers everybody. Bye bye.